President Cyril Ramaphosa se tweede beleggingskonferensie skop vanaand in Sandton af en die Winslyn-span het gaan uitvind wat voor lê.
Sowat 1500 beleggers en sakelei van oor die wêreld heen maak reg om van môre af die regering se tweede groot internasionale beleggingskonferensie by te woon. Die konferensie is deel van die regering se plan om 1200 miljard rand se beleggings oor die volgende 4 jaar na Suid-Afrika te lok. Dit maak alles deel uit van die ekonomiese regrukplan wat verlede jaar deur President Cyril Ramaphosa aangekondig is. 'n Ekonomiese raadgewer in die presidentskantoor, Trudi Makhaya, meen Suid-Afrika het reeds groot vordering gemaak.
Last year at this time, there were a lot of questions unresolved. A lot of things that investors were telling us were barriers in terms of their ability to have long-term certainty. So for instance, the IRP, the Integrated Resource Plan, had not been finalized. It's now been finalized. There hadn't been much movement on the mining charter. It's been gazetted. There's still one or two outstanding issues, but it's largely agreed upon. We've also moved on some of the issues that were constraining tourism, like the dreaded visas. We clarified on the tourists traveling with children that they don't need to bring unabridged birth certificates. We're also progressing on skilled immigration into the economy. So there are various areas like this. One could go on.
In aanloop tot die konferensie het President Ramaphosa vanoggend die nuwe spesiale ekonomiese sone vir motorvoertuie in Tshwane bekendgestel. Hierdie sone is die resultaat van die beleggerskonferensie van verlede jaar, waar die motorbedryfbelegging, transformasie en die gebruik van plaaslike verskaffers beloof het.
Based on the investment pipeline that is already in place, phase 1 of the SEZ on 81 hectares is already oversubscribed, I've been told. This is one of those times where we see what I would call a silver lining on this cloud. It is a clear indication that this SEZ has generated enough and significant investor interest.
Voor Suid-Afrika sal die ankerhuurder van die sone wees en nuwe beleggings en geleenthede vir die vervaardigers werf. Daar word ook geraam dat die projek 'n aantal nuwe sakegeleenthede vir nabye gemeenskappe soos Eersterust, Morotele View, Nelmapius en Mamelodi tot gevolg sal hê.
It is through access to opportunities such as this that gives meaning to life alongside our hard-won freedoms and rights. Dignity is strongly linked to being able to work.
In die breë is spesiale ekonomiese zones 'n inisiatief van die Suid-Afrikaanse regering, wat daarop gemik is om die land in die wêreldekonomie te herposisioneer, met die doel om eksponensiële groei aan te wakker wanneer dit ontplooi word.
We are on a firm path to rebuild our country and return our economy to higher levels of productivity, as well as to transform it to make it much more inclusive so that we can have inclusive growth.
So, when we invite investors to come and invest in South Africa, we're actually asking them to address a broader African market, which obviously in terms of population and market size is much greater than just the South African population. And that's going to be a generational story. You saw it with Europe, how it kind of developed one area and, key economies emerged from that, but there was also shared prosperity with the EU, and that's what we would be trying to achieve. But I think with a far more deliberate focus on inclusiveness and ensuring that we don't leave anyone behind.
Die beleggingskonferensie sal die geleentheid aan die regering bied om met die plaaslike en internasionale beleggingsgemeenskap te skakel. Die onderskeie besprekingsgroepe sal onder meer op die 4de nywerheidsrevolusie, mynwese, die skepping van klein en medium-grote ondernemings, vervaardiging, toerisme, die rolprentbedryf, kuns, sport en die verwerking van landbouprodukte fokus. Donderdagoggend sal die afgevaardigdes 'n entrepreneurskap tentoonstelling by die Universiteit van Johannesburg se Soweto kampus besoek, voordat Ramaphosa 'n afskeidsboodskap sal lewer.
The president is very thoughtful and deliberate in how he goes about things. I also like just the hard targets that he set. He came in and immediately said, we need 1.2 trillion in new investment over the next 5 years. We need to be in the top 50 of the ease of doing business. I think those kinds of very clear, well-articulated targets are important to get everyone to galvanize around a common agenda.
Let us grow South Africa together, and let us work together, as Siya Kolisi said, because when we do work together, We are great. We are formidable. We are just as good as that Springbok team that completely demolished the English in Yokohama. Thank you very much.
Die eerste beleggingskonferensie in Oktober verlede jaar het 300 miljard rand se beleggings gelok. Ons neem 'n vinnige advertensiebreek en gesels net hierna met Nerina Visser en Ryk van Niekerk oor die betekenis hiervan. Bly ingeskakel.